I've been talking to you about all the great things that Bloomington has to offer. Well, today I'm going to tell you about why you shouldn't move here if you can't handle these 5 reasons. Let's get right to it. I'm Wendy Kohlmeier. I'm with BTown Realtors, and today I'm going to give you my 5 best reasons about why not to move to Bloomington, Indiana if you can't handle what I'm about to tell you. So stick around for the last reason because it's my absolute favorite. Please like and subscribe right now so you can get more great content on a weekly basis. The gray season, also known as winter in the Midwest, which is always challenging because there's a lot of rain, a lot of sleet, a lot of just yucky gray days that you'd rather stay in bed than go to work, or school. Let's just face it. Our winter begins in November, sometimes October, but usually November, and goes through March, maybe even the first part of April. So there's a few months there that if you can get away, that's the time to go, for sure. Now, this also coincides with daylight savings time, which parts of Indiana are on Eastern time and parts are on daylight savings time, and we just happen to be that part. So it makes for very long days in the summer. Some of the days end up going midsummer till 10 o'clock at night. So if you have little kids, you're going to want blackout shades to help them go to bed at a reasonable hour. And then in the winter, the days are very, very short. So it's getting dark at 5 o'clock and it doesn't get light until 8 o'clock, maybe even almost 9 o'clock at some point. But they are very long nights in the winter and long days in the summer. The average snowfall is about 16 inches. The first snowfall could be as early as October 1st, which has happened here before, and could be as late as the end of April. So there's that to consider. Hopefully that won't be a thing. We did have our first snowfall this year in 2022, November 12th. But fortunately, the ground temperature was warm enough that it didn't last for very long. Number 2, shopping. Shopping is another reason not to move to Bloomington, Indiana. So our last big department store, which was Macy's, went out of business in 2021, and it was an anchor store for our one and only indoor mall, the College Mall. And now the College Mall just has a variety of little stores in there that may or may not be here in a year from now. I actually have not been to the inside of the College Mall since Macy's closed in 2021. The stores that they do have there, Old Navy's there, the Gap's gone, Target's there, but it has its own entrance, so that's a good thing, right? And don't forget Bath & Body Works. Those are just some of the bigger stores I can think of right offhand. On the west side of Bloomington, there are all of your standard discount stores, Kohl's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Michaels, those kinds of things. So there's that. But if you want some high fashion, you are going to be driving up to Indianapolis for that. Now, we also do have some boutique mom and pop shops around the square and downtown, which are very nice. But like I said, if you want some high dollar evening wear or gowns or anything like that, you're going to have to go out of town. Shopping is just not great in Bloomington. Number 3, Bloomington is known for Indiana University. So love it or hate it, you better embrace it because we have students in Bloomington and it annoys a lot of townspeople, to say the least, but Indiana University, if that wasn't here, Bloomington would be some little tiny town, right? So get on board with the Hoosiers because we love them. Indiana University brings us all kinds of sporting events, and Bloomington loves IU sporting events. There's no doubt about that. We had the Little 500 bike race here, and we've had Breaking Away, the movie made about Bloomington and the bicycle race. There's a lot of reasons to love it and some reasons to hate it, but I'm just giving you a few here. Number 4, car culture. So even though Bloomington has done a really good job with sidewalks and bicycle streets that have been made for bicycles and all the trails and things like that, we are definitely a car community. Unless you live in the downtown area or on campus at IU or around IU, you're not going to be able to walk where you need to go. You're going to have to drive in and pay for parking. And the parking is not great in Bloomington as far as parking garages. They've tried, but it's still lacking. You do have to pay for parking or you will get towed, and the tow bill will be ugly. You will have wished you paid that 50 cents an hour. And number 5, my favorite reason for not moving to Bloomington would be all the apartments that have been built here, and they are building. In 2020, in a Bloomington housing study, 25 units have to be built by the year 2030 to keep up with the 1% annual growth. That's more than 5,100 units that have been approved since 2016, which is roughly 75 developments, and they are building them everywhere. And this presents a big problem for people that have lived in Bloomington all their lives, like me. Well, I haven't. I'm a boomerang Bloomington girl, but all the local people don't like this because it's removing the aesthetics of what Bloomington used to be. And some people say, oh, you're just not progressive enough or whatever, but the apartments are going up everywhere, and they've made it so the first floor of all these apartments have to be commercial space. So there's just tons of commercial space available, and they keep putting up more apartments. And the biggest annoying point for me anyway is that there is nothing for first-time home buyers, or there's very few new construction neighborhoods around town, and it's a problem for sure, because not everyone wants to live in an apartment or have a student apartment built next to where they live and work. So that's an ongoing problem that we have here. Now, I will say that if you can handle these 5 reasons, then come on to Bloomington. There is more good than there is bad. I will tell you that. I love living here, and I would move here again. So please reach out to me. I will answer any questions I can for you about Bloomington and the culture. And if you're looking for housing, you know where to find me.